Good morning and welcome to Black Tor on Dartmoor, where I've got some wonderful wintry conditions. And in this video, we're going to be doing two things. I am, of course, going to be taking landscape photographs of this beautiful landscape. And I'm going to be talking about one of my most important bits of winter photography gear, and that's gloves. So what can you expect in this video? Well, first and foremost, I'm on location. Of course, I'm going to take some landscape photographs of this beautiful area of Dartmoor. But I'm also going to tell you about these new Skadi LRS gloves from Vallerret. I'm going to tell you a bit about the specifications of them, what I like about them, also how they differ from the previous versions of these, the Skadi PSP zipper mitts. I'm going to tell you a little bit what's new and improved. And of course, you know, I could have done this from home where it's all nice and warm, but I actually use these gloves. These are the gloves that I use on a regular basis. So what better place to come out here into the real world and tell you all about them. Let's quickly address the elephant in the room first. As you can see, there's snow in the hills. Depending on when this video comes out, you're either slightly confused or you're running to grab your camera bag and head out to the hills yourself. Don't do that. This is because I'm actually filming this video in January 2023. And the reason I'm doing that is a couple of things. Obviously, I wanted to film a video about winter gloves in some winter conditions, but also because Vallerret have actually given me these gloves in advance of them going on sale. I'm part of a small select group of photographers who have been asked to try them out. So yes, I have been given these gloves, but Vallerret have not asked me to say anything particular about these gloves. But I will say I have been a customer of Vallerret for some time. I backed their original Kickstarter campaign and I've bought several different types of their gloves over the years as well. So, you know, I'm familiar with their brand, but like I say, they've given me this pair, but I've not been asked to say anything. So anything I will say will be my own thoughts. Okay, that is enough glove chat at the moment. The sun has just come up around the horizon. It's casting the landscape in beautiful golden light. It's just catching that snow lovely. So it's time to get the camera out and take some landscape photographs. It is a glorious morning up here in Dartmoor. I've come to a place called Black Tor. It's kind of near Yes Tor and High Willhays, a couple of Dartmoor's highest points. I've never photographed it before. I've walked Monty the dog here a few times and I've always wondered what it was like. And I thought at this time of year, it could be really good for a bit of a sunrise photography. And I'm not going to be disappointed. I'm shooting down the kind of valley there. I've got these lovely foreground rocks here, and they've had a little fresh dust in the snow, not a huge amount, which is quite good actually, because you don't want them completely covered in snow because then you can't see them. And then they're just catching the light as that sun is just now peaked up above the horizon and it's casting its light across the hillsides and across the sides of the Tor. It's a really beautiful scene and one well worth taking a picture of. I'm having a huge amount of fun this morning. It's brilliant being up here on a wintry day like this. It's just so, you always wake up in the morning, you go, oh, I can't be bothered getting up. And then you come up to a location like this and you get these type of conditions and you're just inspired. So the shot that I'm going for, I've took the camera in a vertical orientation. I want to say most of these foreground rocks here, again, got that light dust in the snow, just catching the sunlight. And I'm shooting down the valley again, but this time I've included the sun in the frame. And I'm going to get a little starburst shot just because it's just coming above the horizon. Not the type of shot that I would normally take. I don't normally shoot straight into the sun, but it seems to be working quite well. Got a bold foreground and I've got that lovely distant Dartmoor out there. Fantastic. Sun has gone behind a big bank of cloud, and judging by the weather over in that direction, I don't think it's coming back. So I think that's the end of my photography. But even still, this place is glorious, even with a dust and the snow. There's not a breath of wind at the moment. So while it is pretty nippy, pretty cold, They don't have that wind chill factor coming through, so it's just a really pleasant place to be. And I think when I'm finished here, I'm going to go and carry on my walk. But before I do that, let me tell you about these gloves. Let's talk about these Skadi mitts from Vallerret. These are what they classify as a deep winter glove. That's the second highest warmth rating that they've got. Now, if you want to understand more about how they rate their gloves, go into their website, you'll find more information there. Let me talk you through some of the features of this glove. So as you can see, they're mitts, but underneath, and these come with the gloves, you get these inner liner as well. Now, certainly the way I tend to use them is this way. So I keep the mitts on when I need to keep my hands warm. But then what do you do when you want to operate your camera? Well, they come with this little handy zip here where you can open it part of the way and you can get some of your fingers out. This finger, for example, or that finger. Or of course you can open it all the way out like that, and you can get your entire 4 fingers out like that. So that gives you all that operating capability for your camera. It also comes with a little clip at the side there, and you can pin that back if you want to keep that out the way. So that allows you to operate your camera quite successfully. Now, this is one of the real reasons I like this glove, so I don't want to expose my bare fingers. I get cold fingers quite easily, so having the inner liner glove there as well is really useful. Then what happens if you want to use your thumb, because that's where my aperture control is? Well, you can release your thumb there as well, and then I've got some magnets which push back there, and that hold that out the way there as well. So pretty well, without taking the mitt off, expose all your fingers to allow you to operate your camera. You can then, of course, just take them off, and the good thing is they come on a leash like that. So you can take them off and then you can hang them by your side. So if you just need a little bit more dexterity or you need to get into a small space, that's really useful. What else have we got? So they've got these little zipper pockets up here. Now you can use these for a number of different things. At the moment, have got a hand warmer in there, so that's quite useful. I sometimes put the hand warmer inside the liner of the glove beside my hand, depending on the conditions. And there's another one on this side. You put memory cards, cloths and that stuff for cleaning your lenses, lens cleaning cloths, that's the word. What else? So if I take this off as well, like this, you've also got this little clip here, and what you can do is you can clip the gloves together like that, and then you won't lose them as well. And then you've got a nice big wide opening here to get your hand in. So that's the basic features of the glove. Just a couple of other features as well. Now these gloves aren't waterproof by their very design because they've got holes in them so you can get your finger out. They can't be waterproof, but they are coated in a durable water repellent, a DWR coating, so that should stand up to most rain showers or snow showers. They've got a full palm grip here, so it's good for picking up your camera. You can have quite a bit of confidence there. It also comes with this sort of tripod key on a leash if you need to tighten stuff up. And the one last thing, those inner gloves as well, they are touchscreen compatible, so you can still use your mobile phone. So these are the Skadi LRS. Now I've already got the Skadi PSP. So what's new in this particular set of gloves that you wouldn't see in the PSP? Well, first of all, they've changed the material, so much improved. There's now no real leather in there as well. One thing I have definitely noticed is the magnets for the thumb, vastly improved, much more snappy there as well. I really like the hook system. Now the previous ones had the hook system, but it was quite fiddly. This has come with a much larger hook. It's much easier to clip in, and also because of its size, you could clip it at the side there and hang the gloves off. One of the other great things that I've noticed that they've improved is actually the entry into the glove. They've got this gauntlet type system, so it's nice and wide. It's really easy to get your hand in. You can still tighten it up with the cord at the side there, like that, so you get a really nice snug fit. But that is, particularly when you've got cold hands and you're trying to do stuff, it could be a little bit tricky sometimes getting your hand in, but with this gauntlet system, that's no problems at all. That's nice and easy. So there are some definite improvements in this version. One last thing, and I know it probably sounds boring, but I just want to talk about the packaging because I did notice it. So the bag, the little bag here that the gloves come in, sort of plastic bag, but this is the key thing, it's not actually plastic, this is a biodegradable bag, so nice to see that. And then also the actually little storage pouch that you get to keep your gloves in, that's a reusable produce bag as well. And together with the gloves not having any real leather on them anymore, it's nice to see a few green credentials coming into the product range as well. I'm a big fan of Vallerret products. In fact, I'm actually wearing my Vallerret base layer today as well. So if you actually want to see a video review of that, I'll include a link for that in the corner of the screen and down below. But out of all the gloves that I've got, the mitts remain my favourite. I just love how warm they are and how versatile they are, because they allow me to peel back this mitt and get access to my fingers so I can use my camera. That for me is the best bit. And I love the improvements that they've made in this version of the glove. They are most welcome. I mean, I think if I absolutely had to nitpick, I would like there to be a way for the inner gloves to be attached to the mitts as well, just so there's no chance of me losing any bits of it. Keep all 4 bits together. That would be useful. But other than that, this glove remains one of my most essential parts of my winter photography gear. And if you'd like to buy a pair of these gloves, I'll include a link for it in the video description below. Right, I think that's it from Dartmoor. I have to say I've had a fantastic time this morning. I think I've probably said it. This landscape is glorious, even just with a bit of a dusting of snow. And I hope you've enjoyed watching me take these photographs, learning about these gloves, and just generally joining me on one of my Dartmoor adventures. And if you'd like to join me on another Dartmoor adventure, I'm going to stick up the Dartmoor playlist in the corner of the screen. There's going to be loads of videos there of me out and about in all sorts of conditions taking pictures of Dartmoor. So hopefully you'll have time to watch one of those. But I just want to say thank you again for joining me. I'm going to make use of this nice day, and I'm going to carry on doing some more walking, because on a day like this, it's good to be outside. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.